is good? What is good? What is Gucci? Courtney IG, and I'm back again. And this time, I'm here to review Island 54, the 20-track debut album from Stefflon Don. So guys, before I even contemplate diving into this album, scene after set, guys. Steph is a straight up seasoned vet in the scene. Around 10 years, I think she's been around since the Real Thing mixtape, which you can go and read on the Inspiring Rich blog. That's how long ago I wrote about that. And that was my first introduction to her. And here, I saw how diverse she was. She had songs like Envious, Real Thing, and of course 16 Shots, which to me, to this day, is still one of her best explosive, dynamic, passionate expressions lyrically. Which really shown her lyrical prowess. From then onwards, of course, she had songs like Bossy, Hurting Me, Senseless, Diamond Body with Movado, Amazing with Vibes Cartel. Like, who has features with Vibes Cartel and Movado in today's industry? Female, non-female, who? Tell me who. Nobody really does. So put some respect on her for that. She did, in that period, deliver a mixtape, which to me didn't really deliver on what I expected, because there was a lot of expectation with her doing all of these singles, having all of these great features like she does with pretty much every artist in the dancehall space, key artists anyway, and UK-wise, she's got them with gigs, she got them with everybody. So I think it was the Secure mixtape, which, I didn't really rock with it. So, as we come more focused to today and where she's at right now, she kicked off the year with that spicy battle with Jada Kingdom. I feel like they both had moments where they both shone. Jada, of course, is like more on the like banter side, let's say, more on like, but Steph was just focused on the lyrics for lyrics, calm, big up Wiley and them man there. But anyway, I feel like she won. In my opinion, she won, but Jada still had some good moments, with Accept That and all of that. And I don't know where they're at right now, but I feel like that gave that dancehall space a buzz, and that gave Russian's tune a buzz, with the data and, Big Buddy, what's up? All of that, what came in that period gave the energy to Russian, and gave the energy to dancehall, and gave the energy to the war thing, which is part of the culture anyway. So, guys, as we get to today, and we get into this album, it opens up with Toppa, yeah? And it's a mellow opener at the start, but then it gets aggressive. It's a blend. It's a blend of accents, it's a blend of styles, and it's explosive. It sets the scene of something explosive to follow. We come from that to Dweet and Come Outside with Buju Banton, really taking the raw elements of dancehall here, guys, which has been lacking in the mainstream a lot. Everything is trap dancehall infused now. Everything is just like a flip of an old R&B hit or whatever, for the most part, not across the board everywhere. Steph remains in that pocket of aggression, keeping that at the forefront for anybody who wants something, Jada Kingdom, if you want to come again and run up and, you're going to know what's going on. And it's complemented well with Buju Banton. Like, Buju Banton really comes in there, sits really well with this sound system type feel, the ad-libs, the pull-ups, it really blends well into Money Grip, which comes after that with Beam. I don't know who this Beam guy is. I think I've seen him before. I believe he's Canadian, because man is pulling off all of the patois in every single way possible, with the skilly bang, the sound references, the reference to Buju, who's on the previous track, good sequence in there. Another party hit, party vibes, high energy. What comes a bit later on is Dilemma, and a lot of people have been bashing Dilemma. I rate it in terms of flow. I rate it in terms of the infusion of cultures. I rate it in terms of production. But what I don't really get or understand is, why would you make a gunman's type song, badman type song, when the way that Sidhu passed? Like, that to me isn't the right type of tone, isn't the right type of energy, you know, meeting my gun kind of tune. Like, why couldn't it be something else? You know, there's enough violence and bad man stuff. Like, couldn't we get something a bit different? That to me is the bit that I didn't really like so much with Dilemma as a tune. That would be my only gripe if I'm critiquing it. And I hadn't heard anything outside of that bad man gangster persona up to this point. But we smooth out with the Amapiano Afrobeats infused songs like Solo, You Got Me Effed Up, which sees Steph open up a bit and bring us into that coldness, the bit of a darker place. I assume talking about Burna Boy, with a lover who didn't value her, showed a repeated lack of commitment. But it's a feeling of rising out of that with Desire, which is a bit more of a genre switch up as well as not just a topical switch up, which is like an attraction to a new flame. Of course, it has elements of danger to it because it's a flame. You can get burnt, you can get hurt. And I like how her and Tak come together and combine very well. I'd like to see how visuals would work if they were to put some visuals together and package up nicely. Also, they could do something good with Bulletproof. There's a few moments on here. If she markets them correctly, they will do really well. We get spiritual on Protect Me. Steph is drawing on her faith, belief in God, the rock, the strength. I like to hear that level of vulnerability, that faith element. Her faith in God will protect her through the bad man and negative influences, much like we get on Dema Evil, which just makes me think in my head, like, why sequence these songs in these ways? Like, I would have liked to have Protect Me next to We Build, which is like a kind of triumphant feel to it. I mean, even Protect Me could have been an opener or a closer or right next to We Build and Dema Evil. All of those three just give you that feeling of like, yeah, man, bad man can't test me. Bad man can't pull me back. Bad man can't pull me down, you know? But it's balanced out well with song like I Am Woman, you know, which really expresses the emotional struggles and inner pain of a woman who is misunderstood and unsupported. She's really doubling down on that feeling and pulling you into the deep ocean, but showing that she's withstanding and she's strong, like she's a strong woman. Sonically, I feel like it was executed brilliantly. I feel like her words, everything she put out was just a whole package. Songwriting, everything, vocals, you know, and it could have been followed up well with Problems in Paradise, which again really pulls on the common thread, which is loosely intertwined into this album. Not even loosely, it is intertwined into this album, which is breakdown of a perfect relationship, breakdown of a relationship. You know, all of that idealistic world is not what is happening, basically. That's the feel that you get from that. Though it is a switch up though, guys, and there are a few songs around it, but I'm just talking about that with the ones that pull on me. Brother's point of view, I really resonate with it in terms of Steph is getting in a rap bag to show that that's still her. Yeah, she does all of the Amapiano and everything else which shows up on here, but she can rap, and she's rapping from the perspective of her brother, which I believe, as I can understand from listening to the track, is a perspective that we as judgmental outsiders may not get or comprehend. The emotional struggles, psychological struggles, loneliness, self-doubt, pain, and just that desire to escape reality, which is really, you know, deep. Views aside on them as people, views aside as Dutch Avelli or whatever, just as a song, sonically, listening to it, you can, and feeling how she's talking, the emotion in it, you can resonate with it, you can listen to it and appreciate it as art, which it is. In this album, guys, to wrap up, I feel like Steph demonstrated well her mainstream appeal. I think it's definitely one of the best female debuts I've heard in a dancehall infused lane, reggae infused lane, because I say infused with emphasis because we get elements not just of dancehall, which is great. Like we get the R&B, we get the dancehall, we get the rap, we get the Amapiano, we get Afro beats, we get pop. It's really a diverse palette of subjects as well, in terms of heartache, anger, vulnerability, and of course that fearlessness, which made me in the past and makes me now again compare Steph to like a Nicki Minaj, because she's got that same like, I am her, I am the woman, like I am Stefflon Don, you know, which I said when I reviewed her Real Ting mixtape, which again, you know where to go if you want to read it. I feel like this album takes us in a lot of waves and directions, which is normal, because I guess she's bringing us to her island 54, which is where everything is cultivated and created, and that is her life that she's putting out on there. The only critique I have with that is it's a bit too many waves. Like, if we've got a What's Poppin', do we really need different sides? Do we really need the DBE track? Do we really need Intergalactic when that is better? You get what I mean? It's just like so many different directions I could have did with maybe 6 less tracks, maybe 14, and it would have been just like, boom, that would have been something else. And it still is, to me, something else. It still is a great representation of her as an artist, and a great representation of the genre and other genres that she can do. I feel like she can definitely push some songs on here that I'm a piano type ones, good videos, good visuals. And I enjoyed the album, guys. You know, top 3 for me: Protect Me, Dem Evil, Brothers Point of View, POV, 8 out of 10. You know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, inspire, enrich.